Hi guys, so while Boris Johnson was complaining about living on just £160,000 a year, we have the Secretary of State for the Department of Work and Pensions who claimed expenses, not salary now, expenses to the value of £177,622 from the period February 2020 to January 2021. Now, Coffey suggested that those who are unhappy with this cut in universal credit should just work more. But this suggestion doesn't make economic sense, which I'll get to in a moment. Now, either she doesn't understand universal credit, which would be deep incompetence, or she pretends not to in order to confuse the public. Well, let's hear what she had to say.
£20 a week is about 2 hours extra work every week. We'll be seeing what we can do to help people perhaps secure those extra hours, but ideally also to make sure they're in a place to get better paid jobs as well. And that's where elements of the £650 billion in infrastructure projects supporting 425,000 jobs, we can want to try and help people get on into those better paid jobs, often in construction, but other elements as well that go alongside these big major projects.
So what you seem to be saying is that you take £20 a week off you and you have to work longer then?
I was saying that it's a temporary uplift, recognising the reason it was introduced. That's come to an end, that reason. We're seeing record numbers of vacancies. We're seeing elements of employment continuing to go up. And I'm confident that we can do the 27,000 work coaches that we have right around the country will be helping people, as I say, not only get back into work, but to get progress in work as well.
So there you have it. Work more. You can clearly understand that Thérèse Coffey has zero comprehension of both universal credit and life on universal credit. Now, she made a point here about how this is just an extra 2 hours a week. Well, that's wrong, because for every £1 earned by working, a universal credit claimant loses 63p in contributions. So if we're looking at minimum wage here, you'd have to work 6 hours extra, not 2 hours, to make up the extra, to make up this cut in £20, which equals about 24 hours a month to earn back £86. So you're taking money away from people, telling them to work more and saying, well, you just have to work 2 hours extra, when in reality it's 6 hours extra. Now, what about people who are already working every hour they can? You want them to spend less time with their with their family, and in order to recover this uplift? How is this going to affect people's mental health as well? What about people on disability who can't work? How are they supposed to make up this loss of £20 a week? A complete disconnect from reality here. Now, this is coupled with the increase in national insurance contributions, meaning there's a bigger burden on those who are earning less. Now, the reason the Tories increased national insurance and not income tax is because when you can reach a certain threshold with national insurance. When you reach that threshold, you stop paying more as a percentage. While with income tax, the more you earn, the more you pay generally. This increase is designed to protect those at the top while getting those at the bottom to pay more. If the government was serious about taking the country out of this hole that was created by the pandemic, they would have increased income tax. Then you would have the richest paying their fair share, but that unfortunately was never the goal of the Conservative Party. So you have the Secretary of State for the Department of Work and Pensions suggesting that people just work more to make up this loss. And at the same time, as I said at the beginning of the video, she claimed £177,000 in expenses. And her boss, £160,000, who's claiming that, it's difficult to live on that. Put these people on universal credit for a while, and I'm pretty sure they would be coming out with real solutions to this. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.